Right, today I'm joined by Mark Livesey for a little try DIY. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
It's a pleasure, Mark.
Great. So Mark is a top-level age grouper. He's a coach. He's also partner to pro triathlete Caroline Livesey and founder of Train Xhale. Now, today we've got you here to talk us through your little hack, your try DIY, your Aero race belt. Now, talk us through it and why you've done it.
Well, one of the reasons I've done it is there are produced or commercially produced belts and sleeves for aerodynamics, and it does astound me when I see athletes still having overshoes on, aero helmets, aero testing, all the wheels, and they'll still have a flappy number on the back.
I guess it's like the last thing people think about. So they've done all of that fine tuning, and then it comes to race day and they just whack this belt on and they're wasting valuable watts.
Yeah, and if you look at the numbers, you know, some studies will suggest, or some numbers will suggest that it's between 5 and 8 watts. Now, for 5 hours of riding, that's quite significant. So, like I say, it does astound me that riders still forget about this. So what I'm going to show you is a very quick hack, and it costs you about £2 to do.
Awesome. Where do we start then?
Okay, so all we need is some knicker elastics. So you need to go to your local haberdashery shop, Velcro, scissors, a knife, and stationary sleeve, like so.
Okay, so what's our first step then?
So first thing you need to do is create a loop and make sure you measure that around whoever's waist it's going to go around, and make sure it's not too tight. The thing as well that I notice, have you noticed guys running with these belts around their thighs?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yes. So you're doing this for your waist,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Not
and it
your,
should stay around your waist, and it needs to be comfortable.
So this is obviously, once it's sewn up, you can't get it apart, so you're going to have to step into this.
Yeah,
so
you step into it like, or what you can do, is a good point, what you can do is put Velcro on each side and stitch it on and actually attach it. There is a danger then that Velcro releases though when you're racing.
Okay.
But I find just stepping into it like a pair of pants.
Perfect. Okay, and next step?
And then all you do then is, with your Velcro, you stick it on the inside like so. One on each side and one in the middle if you want, and I'll show you that in a little bit later. We have one in the middle. And then on the envelope itself, so you'll have an envelope like this, and normally the race number is half an A4 size number, which will fit into the sleeve. Now what you mustn't do is manipulate the size of that race number, otherwise you get disqualified. So you've got to make sure it fits in there. And so here's one I've done earlier. It fits in there and I have a little bit more space. I've cut that. And then the opposite side of the Velcro sits on the inside of the belt. Now what's important here is that you give the race belt a little bit of slack. So
when you put it on,
yeah,
it stretches, okay.
So when you put it on, it stretches, and then that Velcro bit in the middle will then sit comfortably. Okay, and then that'll sit on your back, like so. Okay. The other thing you have to do then is to make sure that this race belt or the number sits flush with the lower back and the top side of the back side, is again with Velcro and on your race suit. So what I've done already is, when I've positioned myself on the bike, I've put 2 pieces of Velcro on the bottom of my race suit in the TT position, and then at the bottom of the race number, I will stick the opposite side of the Velcro on. Let's assume that that's on there. What will happen then is, when you get out and you put your race number on, it will sit flush on the race suit like so. Yeah, and it'll stop flapping around. So that's the whole point, is to keep the race number close to the body and as aerodynamic, and to reduce any air pressure drag that's developed by that flapping number. And that is your lot, and it will cost you no more than €2 or £2 if in the UK. And it takes 5 minutes to make.
Fantastic. It was a great idea, and I'm sure many of our viewers will love that. Okay, Mark, you're all kitted up. Let's see this in action. Let's whack it on.
Thing is, when you go out, already that one's found its space. There, boom.
Okay. And then obviously when we come off the bike, we then have to switch the number around so it's on our front. So just deattach it.
Really easy. Flick off the Velcro, spin it round, and it sits nice and comfortably. And it actually doesn't flap around when you're running as well, so it doesn't become an irritant.
Right, Mark, that is awesome. It looks super aero, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers are going to be wanting to make this race belt. And if you'd like to, you can look in the description below for a list of those items that you'll need. And if you'd like to see more videos from GTN, just click on the globe and subscribe.